I think it's always a good idea to stay ahead of the game when it comes to F1 and split screen racing. This is one of the 7 split screen or local co-op games available on the PC, can you believe? Which reminds me, Stranded Deep is still not available split screen on console. That is a PC only local co-op survival game that's amazing. Can we move on, please? Why are we looking at boring menus? Come on, mate, 50% retention. We had the chat. Because the modern F1 series interests me on a local co-op level. You can actually put a season together in the 2023 game. It's really good. You all have points. You can be on opposing teams or the same, so there's some options there. This one has kind of taken a different angle on it, allowing you can select a bunch to do in succession. It's okay, but it's just, I haven't really delved into it enough to see how much of a pullback it is on that 2023 system. But this game visually also is superior, but again, it's barely measurable. And the last time I looked at this was on the same PC. This is a GTX 1660, and I apologize for not having this on PlayStation 5. It does retail quite a high cost still. This is Game Pass, so hallelujah. We did sort of start on high settings with my one player bells and whistles still on. I think there was ray tracing here and some of those reflections are on high, so it chugged immediately, but it was still just about getting through there. I do appreciate having the option for top end graphics on a split screen game like this, but yeah, adjustments needed to be made. On the PS5 racing game topic, I am about to review Wreckfest for the PlayStation 5. Never actually got it on the channel as a standalone review. Did the PlayStation 4 Pro and threw in the PC version with some lists, but I'm very much looking forward to that because that is old now, and I remember it still holding up at least a year and a half ago on PC. Now, I haven't actually checked this out for a while, but it was rumoured that the sequel, which is not far off, may well have split screen in it. That would be my life made. If you check out the reflections on the cards themselves, you'll see that we are still sporting some quite high-end settings, and the poor old machine fans go in, cards sweating, yeah. But we do get to the promised land. I do just want to show you how much range you've got with PCs when it comes to split screen and all the adjustments you can make. Over on console, it's either one or done, take it or leave it, but it's cool to be able to meddle around with all of that stuff, try and find some cool middle ground. I do go outside sometimes. I did want to talk about F1 games appearing a little bit difficult to people on the sideline, but this is actually quite arcadey compared to 2023. I have it on intermediate or medium options with all the assists, and it was quite a lot easier than that equivalent over on 2023. That might just be me, but there is always that option to up the damage, up the amount of tyre wear, add fuel. You can make this game very difficult if you want to, but there's still that option to enjoy an almost arcade experience. And sticking on the subject of experiences, you can see that things are getting a lot better over on our performance. It's very difficult if a game is jumping up and down on frame rates. If you're trying to take a corner, it does mess with your mind a little bit. The inputs, everything is a lot easier if your performance is stable. I did wonder why they haven't added a vertical split on this game or an option to have it. Did delve in, did double check. I think it would work, and I prefer that with games that are on circuits sometimes, particularly that MotoGP with the motorcycles. It just feels like you can see further down the line. One other thing that the F1 games have always come with, and this is where the MotoGP franchise seriously falls on its arse, and that is amazing replays that feature both the players that were involved on that race. So you can sit down and say, oh my god, look, there's me, I was third. You can see overtakes, you can rewind. Half of the fun is watching the result on a really nice replay. And if you're as old as me, you will remember Gran Turismo A-Spec. The awesome music would kick in, and you'd watch you and your mate cane those skylines around some absolutely amazing tracks, and it would focus on who was at the front. There were only ever 2 cars on screen. There still is only 2 cars with Gran Turismo, but my point being, it was an epic experience and really wrapped up the race perfectly. Have you tried this game on the PlayStation 5? And I imagine it will come onto the PSN network either with extra or with a free month. The other one did, and the MotoGP games are both on there, and they are amazing on console. What else has really floated my boat lately on the split screen racing front? It's got to be that secret Generations mode, which I found 3 weeks after owning the game. It is epic, to be fair, and that one is vertical, and the maps, the tracks, the effects, the cars, bar the electric ones, they're amazing. I did actually try some wet weather just to see if I could blow my PC up, and there was a little bit of smoke. I was, of course, Couch Coop, talking about local co-op content. I stand on the precipice of my Monster Hunter Wilds offline review. That one's dropping in about 24 hours. My god, it was big. I will, of course, see you all down there.